I was 47 years old when my world ended. That morning began like any other. Nothing felt different. The sky didn't fall, the earth didn't shake, life didn't warn me that it was about to change forever. That's how loss arrives, quietly. My wife kissed me goodbye like she always did. There was no drama, no final speech, no sign that this was the last time I would see her smile, hear her voice, or feel her hand in mine. I thought I had more time. I was wrong. The moment everything changed. When I got the call, I didn't understand the words at first. They sounded distant, unreal, as if someone was speaking through water. She's gone. Gone? Gone where? People say that sentence, but your mind refuses to accept it. You expect the world to correct itself. You wait for someone to say they made a mistake. But no one did. I remember standing there, phone in my hand, unable to breathe. My legs felt weak, my chest felt hollow. And then one thought hit me harder than the news itself. How do I tell our daughter? Becoming two parents overnight. My daughter was still young. Too young to understand death. Too young to understand why her mother wouldn't come home. She kept asking questions. When will Mama be back? Is she still at the hospital? Did I do something wrong? Each question broke something inside me. I was grieving as a husband, but I had no time to grieve as a father. I had to be strong when I was shattered. I had to explain death when I didn't understand it myself. That night, after I finally put her to sleep, I sat alone in the dark and cried like I never had before. Not loud cries, silent ones. The kind that come from a place too deep for sound, the silence she left behind. People talk about pain, but they don't talk about silence. Her shoes by the door, her cup still on the table, her side of the bed untouched. The house was full of memories, and empty of her. I reached for my phone so many times to text her, to tell her something small, something stupid. And then I remembered. She wasn't there anymore. And that realization hit me again and again every single day. My daughter became my reason to survive. There were mornings I didn't want to get out of bed, days when breathing felt like work. But then I'd hear my daughter's footsteps, her voice calling Papa, and I'd get up. Not because I was strong, but because she needed me. I learned to braid hair I never thought I'd braid. I learned bedtime routines my wife used to handle. I learned how to be gentle in ways I was never taught. I was learning parenthood all over again, through grief, the guilt that never leaves. There's something people don't warn you about after loss. Guilt. I replayed moments endlessly. The times I was impatient, the nights I chose my phone over conversation, the times I said later, if I could go back, I would slow down. I would listen more. I would love louder. Before it's too late, let me tell you this. Say what you feel now. Don't wait. Watching my daughter grow without her mother. As the years passed, my daughter grew, taller, smarter, stronger. And every milestone hurt. Her first day of school, her birthdays, her questions about life. Moments that should have been shared were carried alone. Sometimes she'd look at other mothers and then at me. She never said anything, but I saw the absence in her eyes. I tried to be everything for her. But there are things only a mother can give. Love changes after loss. People assume that losing your partner means you stop believing in love. That's not true. It means you understand it better. Love is fragile, temporary, precious. I learned that love isn't about grand gestures. It's about presence. About showing up every day, even when you're tired, even when you're broken. I learned that love doesn't end with death. It transforms. The loneliness no one sees. Friends check in at first. Family visits. People bring food. Then life moves on, for them. But grief doesn't have an expiration date. At night, after my daughter slept, the loneliness came. Not the kind that can be fixed by company. The kind that sits beside you and reminds you of what's missing. I learned how to be alone without becoming bitter. That took time. What my wife's death taught me, losing her taught me lessons I wish I never had to learn. That tomorrow is not promised. That love should never be postponed. That people matter more than plans. I stopped chasing meaningless things. I started paying attention to my daughter's laughter, to quiet mornings, to moments that once felt ordinary. They were never ordinary. A message to anyone watching this. If you're watching this and you still have your partner, please listen. Don't assume they'll always be there. Don't leave words unsaid. Don't let pride steal time you'll never get back. And if you're raising a child, be present. Your attention shapes their entire world. My daughter didn't need a perfect father. She needed a present one. My life didn't end. It changed. I was 47 when I lost my wife. I thought life was over. But it wasn't. It became different. Harder, deeper, more meaningful. Pain didn't disappear, but purpose appeared. My daughter gave my life direction when I had none. Before it's too late, if I could leave you with one final thought, it would be this. Love while you can. Hold people closer. Slow down, because one day life will force you to, and by then, it may be too late.